Psychological horror has always been one of my favorite subgenres of horror. To play into the viewer's mind to make them question everything they hear, see, or think is only just the tip of that iceberg. But to make the viewer believe that the main character is not who they are perceived as is a whole new form of manipulation upon the player, whether it is Silent Hill, Soma, or even Cyberpunk in some ways. The overall art form and power of interpretation in gaming has been very strong the past few decades, and I'd also say even before I was born, such as the first Deus Ex, where the game had a central goal, but you were also encouraged to scour the grubby parts of certain cities and just learn how bad it is for the NPCs that are in the game. But not to get into the whole philosophical rant, the game demo I want to introduce to you all is Total Chaos. You start the game as a, quote, Coast Guard on the month of April in 1972, where you receive a distress call from a damaged offshore boat. Attempting a rescue within the harsh weather of the ever slowly engulfing sea. As the waves begin to grow harsher and harsher, so does the interference on your radio, and suddenly there's a pickaxe that has smashed from the outside of your window. Odds of that are very slim, but not impossible. Then the storm starts to grow more aggressive, as well as the person on the other end of the radio, until finally
it's not too late.
I lay on my boat, awaiting rescue, but none came. When I woke, I was on an island, Fort Oasis. Tall, concrete structures as far as the eye can see. A once thriving mining community now eerily abandoned. How can your character know so much about the island they had just washed ashore onto? The strange distress signal you received invades your mind more than any other logical thought. Someone wants to be found. After departing onto the docks, you stretch your legs, ground yourself in your surroundings, and quickly learn again on how you move, dodge, and navigate the seemingly desolate wasteland called Fort Oasis. Upon reaching an open tunnel, you come across some writing on the wall. There is no other way. Now, for this minor detail, you can manifest several questions from this alone. No other way to escape, no other way to execute a specific choice, or maybe no other way to survive on the island. Already more questions than answers, but you continue to proceed. Nothing but echoing hums of barely functioning pipes, and the flickering lights is all that fills your eyes and ears. Calling Fort Oasis abandoned is truly an understatement. Roots and foliage growing from what seems like impossible entrances. Barrels and debris scattered all around as if someone or something was in a hurry to leave. But why? You find a note and a key on a desk. You decide to keep the notes as part of your journal in case it can help you piece any details about what is going on in Fort Oasis and learn about its inhabitants' experiences. There's that radio static again, growing more anxious. You remember that you had brought an inventory bag with you, so here's to finding more valuable items other than an old civilian medkit in loot camp. What was that noise? Am I truly the only one here? Still nothing on the radio. Only way from here is up. A pickaxe. Hopefully I won't need it for anything aggressive. Human mind is a very humorous organ. Playing tricks on you is the least of your worries. So you press on. At least the pickaxe is useful for breaking down barricades. But why were they up to begin with for a mining facility? There's the interference again. You hope to find anything correlating to it. Is that a phone ringing? Can't seem to reach it though. find a record player to hopefully ground yourself and maybe take a minute or two to recollect your thoughts. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't stay too long. More questions, but next to no answers. Unfair. And why me? Whoever wrote this must feel severe guilt or feel like their shortcomings shouldn't be their fault. Again, power of interpretation. Think to yourself, all of these boxes that can break, surely they have items in them for most of the time. How so very wrong you were. You continue to search for this foreman key you seem to need to unlock several switches around the area. After breaking a box blocking a doorway, your pickaxe breaks and you come across a journal and the foreman key you need. T. How many times do I have to tell you about door 237? Because of your stupidity, when we tried to open the security gate, the entire block's grid went off again. Until you get the wiring fixed, we have to disable all coupling just to open the door. You can't even do your job right. If this incompetence continues, you will be asked to leave. I will not give another warning. You pass it off as just another disgruntled higher up. But who is T? You pull the first switch and your pickaxe broke. You have no other weapon. You are unarmed and useless. So you just have to keep your distance from the monster and navigate your way around to the other switches to flip them without getting too close. What is that thing? What does it want? Where did it come from? But none of it matters now. You just need to leave this block on your own sake. Your stamina drains more as you grow hungry. Maybe eating that meat can or rotting bread may not seem so bad now, but you have to keep going. You're safe again, but for how long? Are there more of those things? Your mental state slowly dwindled, but maybe this new record player will help ground you.
Even perfect strangers are beginning to grumble, 'cause they all want the key to open my cellar. I'd like to see 'em get one, let 'em try. Discharge all the burden. I don't trust the soul. Never mind the burn.
Or not. Monster meat? That's just plain gross. Let's hope you never have to grow that hungry enough to even have a slight urge to eat it. Find an even longer tunnel, but within the crevice is what looks to be flesh, blood, and tendrils surrounding it, and that damn radio goes off again by coincidence. Just keep moving forward. Need another key to progress further throughout the tunnels. But there seems to be an old puzzle that has yet to be solved. In order to unlock what exactly? Choose one of the dedicated paths that leads you to a switch unveiling. There are certain symbols and directions on the wall. Maybe that correlates to the puzzle from the beginning? After some time, you complete the puzzle when the gate opens to another record player.
Now everybody wants the key to my fella. My fella. My fella.
And that godforsaken radio interference.
Even perfect strangers are beginning to grumble, 'cause they all want to keep it open. My fella, I'd like to see them get one, let them try. You can have my money, just look. Take my call.
Something about this long hallway of gates. Run! Just keep running. That's all that matters now. Just run. Don't let them catch you. Okay, just breathe. That was real? That wasn't in your head. It couldn't be. I saw them. I heard them. If that wasn't real, then what is? Then the radio speaks back to you.
You've come here to find something. I believe it is something we have both desired for a long time. Your presence in this place means that you are willing to do what I ask of you. If you follow my requests, I will take you to what it is that you desire.
Now everybody wants the key to my cellar.
My cellar.
My
The only phrase that runs through your mind. Why this song? Why is any of this happening in Fort Oasis?
never even gave me a tumble.
What do I need?
This place, this oasis, we've been here before, but it's not how we remembered it. A sickness has infested these walls, but I believe with your help, we can put a stop to it. On the north side of the island, a mine awaits us. We must reach it, descend into its depths to the deepest point. Only there is where you will find the answers you seek.
Us. We? What does he mean by have we been here before? Have I? Where am I really? And most of all, who am I? Need the underhall's key. Of course. As you eat, just for a few moments, your energy replenishes quicker, even though you agree in yourself that it did not taste really good. A document from the CW Medical about a patient by a John Thomas for 20 milligrams of Prozac to help treat panic attacks. Keep that in mind for later. The sound of sparks and low droning fills this room. A record player is surrounded by food as well. Seems like a trap, but who's really gonna pass on free food? Dr. Thomas, I don't know if this medication is working. The symptoms aren't going away. If anything, they're getting worse. Brain shivers alone are unbearable. Please tell me there's something else we can try. Or would it be so bad if I stopped taking the pills and just focus on therapy instead? Let me know, and thank you. Seems like that song won't leave me anytime soon. As you soon come across to learn, there are more monsters that stare back from the abyss. And this one is no different in its goal to kill you. Found the other hall's key. Now run. Then before you realize it, more start to spawn around you, choking your exit routes, your angles, your chance of survival. But what else is ahead of Fort Oasis? Were these the monsters that killed or drove the civilians away? One thing is for certain, that man on the radio is your only hope for survival and getting out of this place.
They're here, waiting for you. I would not try to dispatch them. You might as well leave them here to fester.
Take my wife if you want to go that far. My fella, if the whole darn world goes by. Everybody wants to keep them. My fella, my fella, my fella. Oh.
An underground cemetery. Most human thing I mean, you, will ever see in this place. Hard to tell how old the headstones have been here, or how recent. Additional crafting items could potentially make an entirely new weapon, or additional gear to help aid your journey of survival.
Even perfect strangers are beginning to crumble, 'cause they all want to open myself. Not like
They will attempt to hinder our progress. They are forgotten, leftovers of a time long past. They were never meant to linger here. We'll need a key to bypass this door. Head to the graveyard nearby. There's a storage room hidden there.
The way this stranger speaks to me. Does he know me? Know why I'm truly here? There is something he isn't telling me and it's jarring. Useless. Is fighting useless? Is his rescue useless? At least there's a map I can actually look at. Broken knife. Hopefully you'll find something to fix it. More monsters just keep appearing. The density grows while your mind gets weaker. You just need to find an edge. Once again, you're left with good options to save your trusty pickaxe. But choose carefully, as not all things that are broken can be put back together.
This place, it used to be somewhere I could be happy. But now, all that remains is decay. Everyone I cherished, swept away with the waves. Nothing will ever be the same again.
Huh, you said the chapter's name.
Now everybody wants to think of my fella. My fella.
So, after killing even more monsters, you come across another map with the background looming with screams of agony or despair. It's great. Box of pills lay on a chair called A Way Out? Odd name for a prescription, but what will they do? It can heal me, but make me go mad? The cruel definition of risk versus reward. As you take them, unexplained sounds start to fill your mind as you can feel your brain shivering. You're gnawing at your skull for a way out, like a parasite wanting to escape. After finding a key to a closed gate, the man on the radio once again speaks to you.
Those pills in your backpack. I know you don't want to take them, but we may need a fresh perspective to get back on track. You could take them, and for a while, all of this would fade away.
How can he know about the pills? Is he your doctor? Has he been down this exact road before in Fort Oasis? These pills, they can't be for me. I'm perfectly stable. I just need to rescue the man and leave, but maybe this was the edge I needed. I do feel a little overwhelmed.
You really don't want to take those pills, do you? Waiting it out won't solve this.
Fuck it. Have no other choice. You take another dose. Seems like curiosity will kill you before the monsters ever will come close to. Wait, this isn't right. There was just a hole here leading back. There's more pathways? It's official. I'm losing my mind. None of this is real, or is it?
happening?
All of these guts and tendrils. This is not a place for any entity to live.
Whatever happens, keep moving. Don't let this rot consume you. This is where it started. How it all began. I see it clearly now. She was suffocating. She couldn't escape.
Who is she? Couldn't escape what? Fort Oasis? This rot he was talking about? The monsters? I'm not getting any answers. If I could just tread carefully and take them on one by one, I could! What a ride, huh? Now let's just get down to it. So from what I could take from this demo, you are potentially named T, who came to Fort Oasis on a job to help take care of the underground tunnels and facilities. After being seen more than qualified for the job, something very traumatic happened to you, which you deemed psychological help was very needed, as you were diagnosed with PTSD. How do I know this? Well, Prozac, or Seraphim, or Selfemra, hope I'm saying it right, is a SSRI, which stands for Selective Serotonin Reuptake Inhibitor, which is commonly used for depression, panic disorder, OCD, bulimia, and PMDD, which I can't even pronounce, but to look it up yourself if you want to. Links in the description. So T, or the main character, had experienced something so horrible that he felt like the pills were not even helping him, and just wanted to stick to therapy. Have an outlet to just talk about how he felt, rather than bottle it up inside or outright ignore it. Generally, when it comes to any form of medication, the reactions and side effects can widely vary, and sometimes people can try lots of different remedies and still feel the same. The human brain is fascinating, but also still very confusing on a lot of aspects. So T just seems to have wanted to just forget whatever was eating away at him, even if it was just for a while, but could not stomach the feeling of his brain shivering whenever he took the pills, so he let his mind run rampant, which also was not a very good choice for him either, obviously. Feeling like he was backed into a corner mentally. unable to get additional help that he possibly wanted, but maybe the program he was a part of just did not have the resources. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I wanted to steer my channel into a more horror/indie game outlet, while also looking into the psychology of certain games and how great it can be portrayed as a work of art. If you want to support me, leaving a like and subscribe helps out the channel a lot, and let me know what you think of the demo and my video down below. Constructive criticism is always welcome, and play the demo on Steam. Once again, link in the description, and as always, good night and good luck.